prioritizing GSL. There's no doubt. But here we go. Let's see if HyuN can perform against Bboong, who will be looking to make a name for himself right here on the stage in Las Vegas. The first map will, of course, be Ohana.
The first Zerg vs. Zerg of the day here. Let's find out who's going to win. Is it going to be TSL? Is it going to be MJ? 69% in favor of HyuN right now, as we can see below us. There's HyuN, and there is his opponent. Let's do this.
And here we go.
IPL 5.
Oh yes, folks, welcome to Abyssal City. And this is going to be a great venue for this matchup between these two wonderful players. Spawning to the east position, playing Zerg, it is
TSL HyuN.
wearing both trunks and boxing gloves for this particular occasion. But his opponent, dangerous man indeed. Goes to the west in the blue trunks, also playing Zerg here on Abyssal City. It is
MJ Bboong.
Opening with a 9 pool.
Indeed.
That's right. So
all right.
We'll see how this is going to work out. Opening with a 9 pool initially. Going to try and get some aggression down. We'll see if that's going to work, though. Let's see what HyuN's going to do, though. I mean, HyuN will want to, by the looks of it, was going towards a hatchery first. So we'll see. 31% for Bboong, 69% for HyuN. I guess that makes sense. HyuN is a massive favorite in recent days, but no, it is not a hatchery first. It is going to be spawner pool first. So this is actually great news. This is really, really good news for HyuN, who's going to have links popping at the same time those make it there. And upon seeing them, he's going to be like, well, that's
all right. That's fine.
Good.
Yeah, absolutely. I know I got my pull down earlier than you, and that isn't going to help me at all, which is what Bboong is unfortunately going to be saying here, I would think, once this arrives.
Drawn deficit already.
Absolutely. That's the problem, isn't it? You put down that pull so early, you sacrifice drones, which gives the economic advantage. You have to do damage with this attack, and HyuN's already producing 6 lings, and I would be certainly very surprised to see a cancel here. It seems unlikely. The lings should be out in time. Although Bboong is powering forward with this, he actually has 10 lings on the field right now.
Yeah, and HyuN's going to have to keep making links. There's 8 versus 8 there. Oh, with 2 more coming in, it does tilt it. Actually, that is 6, sorry. So 10 versus 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, this could in fact turn out very, very differently.
Really.
No, he really, really does not. Can he actually get enough out? I have to wonder if he wasn't expecting quite as many. And this actually could be a cancel. If Bboong gets this, this would actually be huge and very surprising considering the preparation was in play in order to make this happen. This
drone's coming down to aid it too. He doesn't want to lose it.
He really does not. And this is actually a significant amount of damage being done here by Bboong. He's going right for the natural again. And this is a huge amount of damage being done. It's going to take a drone for free here. This has already paid off for him. He's following up with a hatchery. And can he get this?
No, with the queen coming down, I don't think it's going to be possible.
No.
But that was a lot of money spent there by HyuN to keep that alive. More links were made, more drones were made. And now in reverse, there's 2 drone lead for Bboong here. So that's really good news for him. He played it out well. 200 resource, or almost 200 resource difference, 170 PT to be exact there. And well, pretty good turnaround there for Bboong, who actually was in quite a bad position initially.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly thought he was. The pull was coming down at the appropriate time for HyuN there, but he was able to do damage, and then suddenly it seemed like HyuN maybe had underestimated the amount of lings that were coming in his direction. Now, HyuN coming in for the counterattack. This is not really going to do anything.
Yeah.
The queen's already there, and no mining on the natural at the moment anyway.
But one thing that we do see difference between these 2 players is that we have Zergling speed on the way.
We do.
So that's going to make quite a difference in this game.
May force a double queen block of the ramp here, perhaps, in order to try and deal with this. Of course, Bboong's thinking, right, well, why are you here? What's the reason? That probably means you're going to get speed and you're waiting for it to pop. Maybe you're putting down a silly early Baneling nest or something along those lines. I've got to be aware of this one way or the other. I need to be careful. Last thing he wants to do is be drawn out of position here by HyuN.
And HyuN doesn't have the link count there.
No,
it's
he does
a
not.
bad fight to take, actually, and he loses a couple of links there. 20 links on the way, though, for HyuN. Speed is now finishing. Looking to put the pressure on. Remember, there was very late gases taken here. There's no Baneling. There's no speed. There's no gas. There's no Baneling nest. This is going to be very, very difficult. And as you mentioned, Queen block is going to have to be the only way here. And HyuN now revealing the links. The defense has to be there. And oh no, these links caught in the middle of that without any speed. More links for HyuN. 3 kills, hello.
Oh, that's a disaster. I am so surprised he continues to push because he saw Ling speed kick in, and yet now he has no Zerglings, and he's up against 21 speedlings with only 3 queens. He needs to bring units onto the field. The Spinecrawler will not finish. That's going to be shut down immediately. 14 links put out, but of course they are slowlings versus speed, and decent damage being done here against the queens. Can Bboong actually hold this?
We'll see, as these links may want to try and run into the main base here, but they would get quarter off. The 3 queens do a lot of damage there, and not too big results gathered, but more and more links are being made and rallied across.
The question is, can he make them into anything? Because if he keeps producing lings and throwing them up against this defense, not really doing the economic damage he needs, then, well, there's 5 drones coming behind this now, so I have a feeling this aggression is probably about to end. But he's going to go in for one last hit and see what he can do, and he may be able to break through that line, actually, but the drone's being pulled up as well. Reinforcements coming in. This could be damaging.
That's a lot of lings there. The queen's starting to fall, but 3 queens drones are falling. There's so many Zerglings by HyuN, and he does break 2 of the queens. The drones get broken. This queen.
Third's going down, man. This is looking really bad here for Bboong. He wasn't quite able to hold on. More drones being crushed here. Lings could make their way into the main and do yet more damage. Spinecrawler is almost complete, but it's not going to finish.
And the Fight Club hero right now looking as he puts down a Spinecrawler on his opponent's natural hatchery with 2 more on the way as well. And well, ultimate insult there as he overruns the natural, and with more and more units streaming across, he's going to continue to do so.
I don't know if I like it, though. He's done a lot of damage up to this point, but there you go, GG. Apparently, Bboong doesn't like it either. And that is the first game in this best of 3 series for HyuN. Yeah, well, it's Zerg versus Zerg for you. Nice and quick 1-2 punch there by the Fight Club champion. And looking very, very confident indeed going forward. And that was a really nice game, at least for him.
Yeah, for him it was great. For his opponent,
Bboong
not so much, unfortunately.
It was a good opening, honestly. It was the right opening to do by the looks of it, and he did so much damage with it initially, but the counterattack...
He was way too overeager with those Zerglings.
He went to the center of the map, and he saw speed kick in, and yet he continued to push towards the main. That was perhaps the mistake he made. If he'd pulled back, then he may have held that much, much better than he did. But getting surrounded by twice the number of speedlings as he had slowlings, it was disastrous.
And from there on out, it was pretty much as you know, set, and as easy as it seems. All you need to do is keep putting the pressure on, which was the case there. HyuN was never going to not put pressure on after killing off 20 links for nothing there. And picks up an easy win. Of course, first game out of a best of 3 between these 2 players, and it will continue here momentarily. But HyuN in his home ground, home territory, looking pretty good.
Yeah, there's no question. He was looking very, very confident there with the hold. And it's just a little bit shaky at the start, I suppose, but at the end of the day, it was a very, very aggressive opening. It was well controlled there by Bboong, so he did have to respond as best as he possibly could. He was at risk of losing that hatchery, even just losing a few drones and having that many lings forced out, but a tactical misstep for Bboong in the follow-up cost him that game.
Well, the next map is going to be Daybreak, a much longer